I can't, say enough about the effort that our players gave today, and the coaching staff. It was just an awesome job by all of them. Players have worked so hard throughout the course of the season. I thought they certainly showed a lot of mental and physical toughness tonight against a great football team. Chiefs are very well coached, had a lot of great players, and we expected it to be a 60-minute game. Turned out to be more than that. That's what it was last time we played them. And it was obviously a great back and forth type of battle in the fourth quarter. Well, throughout the entire game, but particularly in the fourth quarter. A lot of close calls, a lot of key plays. You could probably point to 50 plays that were critical plays in the game. But in the end, we were able to make a few more than the Chiefs, and so that's why we're be able to continue our season. So it's again a great team job all the way around. Thought we got contributions from all three units, and so many players. It'd be hard to single out anybody. It just so many guys stepped up and competed so hard tonight, and these guys really they earned it. They deserve it, and they earned it. So I'm happy for them, and happy we're still playing.
Just as special as it gets, given the struggles during the season, and then you're winning the championship game on the road, which you hadn't done before in the last couple of tries. Does that make it a little bit more unique?
Yeah, I don't know. It's good to win. Yeah, it's good to win. Wherever you win, it's good to win.
Coach, they're still explosive. So as you got down there, you had first and goal from the floor. Was it just full steam ahead no matter what score, or were you thinking in the back of your mind, we can take even more time off the clock?
Yeah, they're tough decisions. I mean, you just can't take it for granted you're going to score against these guys, and obviously we had some short yardage situations that we didn't convert. So if you try to play too cute and end up not scoring, then you're sitting here asking all the other questions, So we did what we thought was right, did what we thought was best, and in the end it worked out. But you probably talk about 50 decisions tonight. There were options on.
Bill, several of the guys mentioned that late in the regular season, Buffalo and the Jets, that's when they felt it sort of starting to come together. They felt that they were starting to play playoff caliber football for the first time this season. Did you evaluate it that way as well at that time? Is that what you felt?
Yeah. I don't know. I thought we played pretty good football at a lot of points during the season. Green Bay, Minnesota, Chicago. So, I don't know. Kansas City. Look, it's tough to win in this league, so whenever you get one, you feel good about it.
The first half in particular, when you were able to control the ball, kind of grind it, and keep them off the field, was that the thinking involved in that approach?
Well, the thinking offensively is to try to move the ball and score points. So we didn't end up with as many points as we would like to. That's really the name of the game. Then we got 7 at the end of the half, which was kind of unexpected given where we got the ball, and we were, really looking to make sure that we got out of the half without them scoring. And then we hit the screen pass at James, then we got in scoring position and ended up getting 7 points before the half there, which are kind of bonus points, if you will. When we missed an opportunity to score when we were on the goal line earlier in the quarter. So, I don't know.
Obviously, over the years, had a lot of success containing explosive offensive players. What was your approach against Hill, and why was it successful?
Well, I mean, he's a problem. Obviously, he made some plays tonight. He's a very explosive player. We doubled him a lot. But, I mean, they have so many weapons, it's just you can't stop everybody. So the backs, the tight ends, the receivers, the quarterback. Great coach, good game planner. Andy got us with several scheme plays in the second half were really well designed that attacked our defense. So you're just out there battling, trying to hang on the best you can. But it's tough. It's a good football team.
Coach, you talk about mental and physical toughness. Are two of the players that exhibit that most tonight were Edelman and Gronkowski for their play, both in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they did. You could name 40 other guys too, and I would name all 46 guys that were active, all 53 players on the roster. There's a lot of mentally tough players in that locker room, a lot of physically tough players in that locker room, a lot of guys that just go out and compete and won't quit and just battle you no matter what the score situation. They just go out there and compete and let the chips fall where they may, and I think that's a good way to do it.
Bill, I don't think Tom had a completion less than 10 yards on those 2 drives of the game. What did you think of his performance, especially during the stretch for the state?
Yeah, they played great. You know, they were on a lot of man coverage, and you know, it was either a good gain or an incompletion. And that's kind of the way the game. You know, they played us a lot of man-to-man in the last part of the game, and it was obvious. And again, at times we hit them, at times we didn't. They gave us some 3-man rush. It was a lot of 4-man rush with Houston, Jones, and Ford. And those are tough matchups. I thought our line did a great job of standing up to those guys and giving Tom a chance to deliver the ball. And Chris and Phil, obviously Julian, Rob, James White. I mean, they all make great catches. Rex, gave us a lot of great plays. So there's no one guy that can beat this team. You need contributions from everybody, and we got them tonight. Coaching staff did a great job. So.
Bill, we saw J.C. Jackson lined up against Travis Kelce and then Keon Crossen against Tyreek Hill at times. What does it say about their growth, undrafted guy, 7th-round guy, to be matched up against 2 of the league's most dangerous players in an AFC title game?
Yeah, well, we moved some matchups around today. Tonight we had some different combinations and tried to mix it up on them. But again, they're great players. They're hard to defend. We had trouble with all of them. But those guys, Keon and JC, have earned that opportunity through their consistent play. And we all had trouble at times with the Chiefs tonight. Obviously, I mean, they're a great football team, but those guys competed well, and we got off to a good start. We were able to, I would say, get things fairly well under control. But once they got rolling and once they started hitting their stride, it was tough.
Coach, can you talk about early on setting the tone with the running game and the performance of Sonny Michel and how important that was to set up Tom Brady in the passing game?
Yeah, again, we had good contributions from everybody tonight. So we ran the ball, we threw it to different receivers, different guys ran it. Again, I don't think you can just keep doing the same thing against this team. You've got to try to keep them off balance, and you've got to let them think it's one thing and try to do something else. It's even hard then, but you just can't sit there and do the same thing all night. In the end, we could have had a much better night offensively if we could have converted a couple short yardage situations. But again, it's like I said with the Chiefs, it's always every situation is challenging. They did a good job, did a better job than we did on the goal line stop and a couple of the short yardage situations.
Bill, what did Edelman show you coming back from a mistake in the 4th quarter with the ball going off his hands to make some clutch catches on 3rd downs and overtime?
Yeah, again, Julian's the ultimate competitor. He just, from his first playoff game against the Ravens to tonight, Julian gives you all he's got every play, all the time. So, look, we all make mistakes out there, and they're all plays that we'd like to have back that aren't perfect, but nobody competes harder than Julian does, and he puts a lot into it. So that you know what you're going to get from him. He's a very physically and mentally tough football player. He came through with a lot of big plays for us tonight.
Together, you and Tom are doing this for the 9th time, 17 years after seeing the Rams in the first Super Bowl. How would you define or characterize the magnitude of that achievement?
Yeah, I don't know. Right now, I'm just happy for our team, happy for our coaching staff, our players, and the entire organization for what we accomplished tonight. And we'll start getting ready for the Rams. I don't know about a historical comparison. I'll leave that to the experts here.
Well, you mentioned changing some of the matchups defensively. One of them, it seemed, was Stephon Gilmore covering Kelce. It was a little bit late. What can you say about his willingness and ability to accept whatever his assignment has been week to week, or series to series?
Yeah. Steph does a good job of that, but so do all our players. Whatever we ask them to do, they try to do their best at it. And may not be what they want to do, or maybe prefer to do something else, but they know how it helps the team, and they understand what their role needs to be, and they do the best they can to try to excel in it. And I have tremendous respect for all of our players and our team for trying to do that. And that's why we have a good team, because we have a lot of guys that are unselfish, and they're willing to do what helps the team. And I appreciate that, and we wouldn't have won without that type of unselfishness. Certainly Gilmore, but many other players that you know have roles similar to that, where they have to do what the team needs them to do, and they do it. So, okay, thank you.